finally get over my shyness in public speaking.
Heard your name.
There has been in my office over the last few months kind of a catchphrase, and that catchphrase that circulated is that that's because what families do. That's because what families do. The derivation of that was a few months ago. A bunch of us were supposed to do something with a client, and I realized that it was on a weekend for my brother's 80th birthday. So I mentioned that I had to go to California, so they had to move all the clients off. Yay! Several people questioned going all the way across the country for a birthday, and the answer was, well, that's what families do. Then, a few months ago, this party came up, and so I blocked it off. Again, by irony, the same client needed to meet with us over the weekend for some training. And we're all in the conference room, and I'm explaining to everybody. The one guy who was sort of the lead for this client walks around the corner, not knowing that I was in there. And he walks in and says, "Rick's going all the way to California for a birthday again." It was real quiet again because everybody knew I was there. And in chorus they said, "That's what families do." 80 years ago, Corey Asper, my wonderful Maryann Asper's husband, late husband, came and was adopted into our side of the Asper family. He obviously had his own Aspers, but he needed to be nurtured and raised by the Asper family. And they stepped up. My dad and mom stepped up and raised him 80 years ago, and because that's what families do.
Is it their fault?
And then 70 years ago, we'll let you know when it's time. The chain pulling thing, I'll let you know. 70 years ago,
Lonnie will too.
he met this 19-year-old gorgeous woman and married her. And then, through some kind of a remarkable act, the two of them, Corey and Maryann, reached out to our family in a hardscrabble town in near Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and said, "Come west. The family business of education will prosper out here. Come west." I'm not sure how Corey and Maryann persuaded my family to do that, but they did that. They came all the way across the country, ended up in houses that backed up to each other in this extreme southern side of Pomona. And they nurtured each other. And now surrounding us here are 4 generations of families, of this family, that are all part of that, because this is what families do. Interestingly, shortly after, not too long after they moved to this part of Pomona, California, another family reached out and, much like Corey, needed some nurturing, some help. Dennis Fredrickson needed a little parenting and needed to kind of move in with his friend, my brother Bruce, into one of those 2 houses in southern Pomona, knowing that these are both 2 very small houses. And why did they all do that? Why did they bring now our host and our hostess into the family? Because that's what families do. I am incredibly impressed with this scope of what all of you have done to come and honor this remarkable woman. So congratulations to all of you. She clearly deserves that honor, because you all know that. You know that that's true. The hard part to grasp is that, believe it or not, we're not kidding about that number of 90. She is actually 90 years old.
Yes, sir.
And our commendation to you. Happy birthday, Maryann.
So blessed. Thank you, Dennis and Molly, for hosting this party. But it's just so lovely. And thank you, my friends who came to greet us, and my family, all of you who come here, friends and family, friends that I haven't seen in 30 years or more. I just, I'm still stunned. When I saw my granddaughter here, I wept, because I didn't know she was coming with the 8 kids. I didn't. And it's just, look at all of them. And it's just good kids. They're beautiful children, all of them. I've got another two boys fighting around here fighting. Where are they? Anyway, Jacob and Travis and the great Bowie. I have to correct myself because I always want to say Bowie. Thank you all for coming. Thank you for blessing me with your love and your kindness. It's overwhelming to me, everyone. Everybody's been so much a part of my life. And you, Dennis, I remember when you were saved. They took a trip together one summer. I ironed 40 shirts for him. I ironed 10 for me.
I stole
wanted to
two from
do
him.
that.
There are lots of funny stories that I could tell you.
No. You've said too much.
The best one of
No.
all, the best one of all, Rick was
She
about,
knows the truth. I love it.
Rick was about 2 years old and his dad was planting a hedge. And his dad had been a mathematician, he was a principal. And he was digging this little ditch about this deep along the edge of the driveway off Town Avenue. And he was methodically placing these hedge plants. And methodically right behind him was Rick pulling them out and putting him in his wagon. Dad picked him up, put him over here, gave him something else to do. Third time he grabbed Rick. There was lots of mud and he just wetted him. And who should drive up the driveway to pick up his older sister for babysitting but the health department?
He fell in.
Maryann, that story is almost 50 years old.
50. Really?
I didn't stutter. I said 50. I didn't stutter.
Yeah.
There are people here that know better.
We know.
Yeah, but a little discretion to be
You're
called
not
for.
Florida. No,
We have a daughter that honors 70. She
I
was
prefer
only
being
6
around
months
people who are
older
afraid
than
of me.
her.
I don't like it.
Who's afraid of you?
Apparently not enough.
This is what I tell everyone.
This is the family.
I will not age.
And so it began.
I know, I will age. I can't stop that.
We're not
I will
telling
not
old
get old.
stories.
I don't
am.
allow that three-wheeler world in my house. You can say you're aging, Maryann, good or bad, doesn't matter. But don't call me old. I refuse to be there.
Happy birthday, Maryann. Happy birthday.